don't hear anything.
Candace.
Hi.
People get ready for the train is coming. Don't need no baggage. You just get on board. All you need is faith to hear the diesel humming. Don't need no ticket. You just thank the Lord. Welcome, viewing audience and listening audience, to the People Get Ready podcast with the legendary political guru, Mr. Charles E. Bibbs Sr. of Bibbs Record Shop. Welcome to the star of the show, Mr. Charles E. Bibbs. Take it away, Mr. Bibbs.
Thank you, Reverend Ben Fair. That was an awesome introduction.
Thank
And
you.
this is an awesome day, and we have some awesome material for our audience today. We got history making announcements we're going to be making all over the place. We got people coming from Columbus on our podcast today. We got messages coming all the way from Washington, D.C. It's just going to be exciting. So
Yes, sir.
fasten your seatbelts and get ready, because our first stop is coming up. It's going to be a local stop coming out of Cleveland, Ohio. Miss Joanne Harley, a recording star. She's a rhythm and blues recording star and also a gospel recording star. And you can find her on YouTube. That's Joanne Harley. And today she's endorsing an awesome product called Bio Coffee. Miss Joanne Harley, take it away for Bio Coffee.
Turn it up some.
As far as the go.
Acids, vitamins, minerals, and enzymes. Helps blood flow, digestion, and general detoxification of the body. Wheatgrass is hailed the king of alkaline foods, which helps the body from becoming acidic. An acidic environment promotes disease. Bio coffee helps with diabetes, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, relieves constipation, improves digestion, inflammation, fatigue, gastrointestinal problems, which is the colon, detoxification, the immune system, weight loss, and eyesight. No caffeine. See results in 12 days or less. No hydrogenated oils, gluten free, caffeine free, GMO free, soy free, and dairy free. Please get back to the person that introduced you to this call to get your questions answered so that you can take the 12-day challenge and get moving today. Have a super blessed, awesome day.
Thank you, Miss Joanne Holly. And Mr. Bibb, can I share something about the bio coffee? I did try bio coffee, and it's great tasting. Normally, when I drink coffee, I have to put cream in it. I use the flavored cream and no sugar. But with the bio coffee, I can drink it without putting anything in it. So it tastes really great for my daily coffee intake. Thank you. Back to you, Mr. Bibb.
No coffee, please call me, Charles E. Bibb Sr., at 216-659-4619, and we'll be glad to share bio coffee opportunity with you, business opportunity. And if you just want to get the coffee, we can make sure you get the coffee too. Thank you. Reverend Ben Fair,
Yes, sir, Mr. Bibb.
our great mayor of Cleveland, Justin Bibb,
Mm-hmm.
his big week is next week. He's going to tell us about his 100-day. In addition, you have some other information. Would you share it with our audience, please?
Yes, sir, Mr. Bibb. I want to say that the State of the City address with Mayor Justin Bibbs will take place Wednesday, April the 13th, 2022, at 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. at the Maz Performing Arts Center, 1855 Ansel Road, Cleveland. The event will be live streamed at cityclub.org. If you wish to attend in person, you must reserve your seat in advance through Maz Performing Arts Center box office, and the phone number there is 216-368-6062. Limit 2 tickets. Free public transportation and free parking will be available, and also the doors open at 6 p.m.
Thank you, Reverend Fair.
Yes,
That's
sir.
awesome information, and you and I will be there very near the front. If not in the front row, we'll be very near the front row.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you, guys.
Mhm.
Okay. Don't go away from the mic because we need you to tell us about our Community Helping Hand project. Would you share that with our audience, please?
Absolutely. For our viewing audience and our listening audience, the Charles E. Bibbs Sr. Bibbs Record Shop podcast, People Get Ready, Community Helping Hands Committee, Reverend Ben Fair, Chairman, will provide the list of supplies, which is blankets, disinfectant wipes, sanitizing spray, hand sanitizer, diapers, batteries, laundry products, sanitizer wipes, and for those who wants to get a form, you must complete this form and return it back to Reverend Ben Fair Jr. at befairtoday@yahoo.com. And on this form, you would need to fill out your church name, your church email, the church phone number, the pastor, the contact person, and the contact person's phone number and email. Mr. Bibb?
Thank you, Reverend Ben Fair, about that information. And I will want you to give it again at the end of the program, just the phone number.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Miss Candace Jones, are you in the house? Miss Candace Jones, are you with us?
Yes, I am.
With that awesome product, SNAP Delivery Business Opportunity. Would you share with our audience, please?
Yes, I will. And thank you for joining us today, listening audience. We have something great that you're going to want to hear about SNAP Delivered. SNAP Delivered is a new food delivery service that just launched in 2021. And you're going to want to hear all the awesome news that SNAP Delivered has to bring forward to you. One of the great things about SNAP Delivered is that you can sign up with SNAP Delivered for free. And it's a good help for restaurants because they only charge a $2 fee per delivery. So I'm going to share a video with you. It's a real short video. And you'll get more information about SNAP Delivered.
Hi, my name is Steve with SNAP Delivered. Now, I know that as a restaurant owner, you're a very busy person. So in respect to that, I'm going to keep this really short. In just the next few minutes, you'll know who we are, what we do, how we can drive more loyal customers to your restaurant, and increase your bottom line. without you making any investments or changes to your day-to-day operations. So here we go. Snap Delivered is a new food delivery platform who figured out how to do delivery better. Restaurant owners are tired of being nickeled and dimed and having their margins eaten up by these third-party delivery apps. So we fixed that problem with a low flat rate service and a cashback program that can actually turn your delivery expense into a new profit center for your restaurant. For starters, restaurants using Snap Delivered only pay a flat $2 per delivery, regardless of the size of the order. We do not charge percentages like the others. There are no activation fees, no contracts, and no exclusivity required. When you experience the savings over other delivery apps, you'll want all your order out customers to bring you their business through Snap Delivered. Here's an example. One of our new restaurant partners sent us her weekly invoice with one of the big delivery apps. Her restaurant did 192 orders for the week with gross sales of $6,944. The fee she had to pay for those deliveries was $2,559. With Snap Delivered, those same 192 orders would only cost her $384, a total savings of around $9,000 per month. But it gets even better. If you share Snap Delivered with your customers and they download the app with your referral ID, that customer is hard-coded to your restaurant, and we will pay you $1 every time they order from any restaurant in our network, in perpetuity. Imagine that, getting paid when your customer orders food from another restaurant. We've made it really easy to share Snap Delivered with rack cards, QR codes, table tents, social posts, website downloads, etc. Your customers can get set up with Snap Delivered in a snap, all pun intended. Also, if you have delivery drivers coming into your restaurant to pick up orders from other delivery apps that you're using, you can hand them a simple flyer. And if that driver downloads the app with your referral ID, you get 20 cents for every delivery they do in perpetuity. And one more thing, if you know other restaurant owners and you refer them to Snap Delivered, you earn 40 cents for every delivery that goes out their door for as long as they use Snap Delivered to deliver their food. This passive, frictionless revenue stream to your restaurant can quickly add up, making a significant contribution to your retirement. Or you can use this new revenue source to hire more people, add into your marketing budget to further expand your customer base, or maybe you can use it for bonuses for your employees. It's up to you. Here's the bottom line. Snap Delivered is helping restaurants stay in business with a low flat $2 per delivery rate, and they're taking 60% of their profits and injecting it back into the local community to support and reward the restaurants, drivers, customers, and local organizations who use and share the Snap Delivered app. This is what drives loyalty to Snap Delivered, because the restaurants, drivers, customers, and local organizations are owners too. Below this video, you'll see a short and simple registration form. Once you complete that, we will submit your info to our platform and contact you to complete the onboarding process. Our goal is to make your experience with Snap Delivered as simple and profitable as possible. Again, complete the registration form below, and we look forward to bringing tremendous value to your bottom line, to your customers, and to our community. Welcome to Snap Delivered.
Thank you all for watching that video. Wasn't that some awesome information? And if you are interested, which I'm sure you will be, in getting started with Snap Delivered, you can contact Mr. Charles E. Bibb Sr. at 216-659-4619. And now back to you, Mr. Bibb.
Thank you, Miss Candace Jones. That was an awesome presentation, and we look forward to doing business with the restaurants in the greater Cleveland area and around the country. Is Miss Brenda Bickerstaff in the house?
Yes, she is.
Miss Brenda Bickerstaff, I'm so proud of you. You did an awesome job on that issue for the city of Cleveland, issue 24, and I'm so glad that it's in the hands of the federal courts now, and I'm happy for you personally. Every now and then a person receives an award that they deserve, and congratulations on receiving the award that you received on the 31st. congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. And I want you to share with our audience a little bit at the end about the award that you received. Thank you. Ms. Brenda Bickerstaff, the floor is yours.
You're muted, Brenda.
I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. It was the Northeast Ohio Coalition who gave us the award. But remember now, Mr. Bibb, it's not just me. It was Alicia Kirkman, Samaria Rice, and Latanya Goldsby. We're with the PAC for Citizens for Safer Cleveland. It was a collaboration. We had help from Surge. Surge was a collaboration with us. Black on Black, the NAACP. So we had a lot of backing that was backing us, but we also had opposition. So where it is right now, as you know, on the 17th of March, the judge modified the consent decree to incorporate issue 24, which issue 24 now is Charter 115. So we just met with the law director of the city of Cleveland. His name is Mark Griffin, on yesterday. The application is out on the internet and will be out until May 4th. You can also get them at your local library. Fill out the application. You can mail them in, or you could drop them off at the law department in City Hall. All right? So we are encouraging everyone to fill out the application, send them in so you can be selected. You could have a potential chance of getting selected to be on the Cleveland Police Commission, which is a 13-member panel. So remember, the applications is online now through City Hall and through the Cleveland Police Commission. They're also located at your local library. But remember, this is Cleveland. You have to live in Cleveland. You can't live in the suburb of Cleveland. You have to live in the city of Cleveland. So the cutoff is May 4th. After that, there's going to be a selection committee that's going through the applications so they can start picking the people that's going to be on the commission. The mayor said he wants that to be completed no later than June or July. So that's what's going on right now.
Thank you, Ms. Brenda Bickerstaff. And would you please email us that complete list of everybody that was involved in that, because I'm going to do a special program for the whole committee, and I don't want to leave anyone out, because
I sure will.
you did an awesome job there, and just keep up the good work. And our podcast was glad to be a part of that. So just get the list of Ms. Candace Jones, and we'll let you know when we're going to have them on the show, and everybody get a chance to say a word or two.
Okay, thank you so very much. I appreciate that.
All right.
All right.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
All right. Ms. Candace Jones,
Yes, I'm here.
if our candidate for the Ohio Supreme, everybody was involved. If our candidate for the Ohio Supreme Court in the House,
She's not on yet,
okay, was involved.
but if you want to go over the Ohio 8th District information, she should be here shortly.
Well, we have something to go in there. To tell you what's been going on today, I understand that we had an exciting day in the city of Cleveland, and we're going to be talking about that a little bit later on in the show, about an expungement, and we want everybody to know about that. In my day, they used to call it reefer, but the state is now selling reefer, and all my boys that went to jail for selling reefer rep, now that the state is selling reefer, that you can get out, you can get an expungement if you didn't have no pistol with you when you were selling the reefer, and get another case.
Yeah.
But if you're just selling an old joint, then you can get expunged now. But we're gonna have the pros come in and tell you the new law, that not the new law, but the new opportunity to get it expunged, because you can get you some reefer now from your local doctor's prescription. So it's no longer against the law to sell reefer in the state of Ohio. And then I understand they're gonna be selling it recreation pretty soon.
Mm.
We'll have a lot of information for the folks who were the old reefer sellers and the new reefer sellers in the state of Ohio.
Yes, sir.
And I don't know what kind, if they got alpaca gold, or, you know what I mean, I don't know what kind you got, because you have to have a medical. Doctors have to write your prescription now to get your reefer. But I don't know what the next law gonna do. But I know in Colorado, they making so much money up there, they have to take it out on pallets because they're selling so much reefer up there. But in fact, they even got it in the vending machines, Reverend. Could you imagine go to the vending machine and get your nice joint? No, you couldn't imagine that, Reverend. Take that back. But that's what they're doing up in Colorado. They're the #1 state in the country now, and states are going into the business just like they went into the number business. You know, the numbers used to be illegal, but now the states are selling. I think they call it the lottery. They don't call it the number like they back in the old day, but now you just go anywhere and put your number in. Yeah, and get your bookie. They'll pay you. All right.
Yes, sir.
So we will be having you the official information on that next week on the expungement, because it takes a judge or a lawyer to explain the new law. And I don't want to be speaking on something I don't know, but I know expungement is the order of the day. It was announced yesterday.
That's a good opportunity, Mr.
Right.
Bibb.
All right. So we will come back when the judge gets to us from Columbus. She's out for re-election now, Miss Candace. Miss
Yes,
do you happen to have her bio with you?
yes, I do.
Share with us a little information about her, would you?
Okay. Judge Terry Jameson's journey for the from a coal miner's West Virginia to the highest reaches of the legal profession is a testament of her strength, intelligence, perseverance, and persistence. Her story is truly a personification of the American dream. Judge Jameson was born and raised in Welch, West Virginia, where she attended the Welch Dunbar and Welch elementary schools before graduating from the Welch High School. While in high school, she was active in sports, including baseball and track, and was a cheerleader for Welch Maroon Waves, and worked after school at J.C. Penney's. Immediately after graduation, she was employed by the Department of Welfare as a daycare provider, coordinator, eligibility specialist, and fraud investigator, but soon left the department and joined the United Mine Workers Union Local 7626 and became one of the few women who worked as an underground coal miner. Isn't that something? At one time, women were not able to work in that field. After being laid off due to declining economy in her hometown, Terry moved to Columbus, Ohio. She enrolled in the CETA program and obtained the training she needed to enter the workforce. She was employed by Xerox Corporation, OCLC, Nationwide Insurance, and was an office manager for Howard Tyler's State Farm Insurance Agency. And Mr. Tyler's urging, she opened her own Allstate Insurance Agency, which she owned and operated for more than 16 years. Terry decided to return to college and complete her bachelor's degree while continuing to run the agency on a full-time basis. She initially enrolled in Columbus State Community College, then transferred to Franklin University, where she graduated cum laude and Bachelor of Science in Business Administration and a minor in Human Resource Management.
Thank you, Ms. Candace Jones. And we had called for her a little earlier than she was scheduled anyway, so she was still looking for her to call in a little later. But
I know she has a busy campaign schedule, so she will be here shortly.
Okay, I'm gonna touch up on a piece of information that crossed my desk. Last week I mentioned a little bit about the chairmanship of the Cuyahoga County Democratic Party. I understand that the seat is gonna be vacant for chairman of Cuyahoga County Democratic Party, and nobody has mentioned anything about running for the seat. I haven't heard one name that said they want to be chairman. So I'm kind of disappointed that nobody has stepped up to the plate, and we need people to step up to the plate to run for chairman of the party. Next week, we're going to give some names that we think would make good candidates. And as we said last week, if you're thinking about doing politics, if you're thinking the Democratic Party needs to keep moving forward under the leadership of our president, and out of the White House, you know, the president is in office, is the head of the chair, and Biden is our president, and he's the head of the Democratic Party, and we need to get under him and support him, and that's what we intend to do. But here in Cuyahoga County, we need some strong leadership. We've had continuous strong leadership, and we don't intend to go backwards now. And I think Congresswoman Chantel Brown did an awesome job in being the chairman of the party, and we want to keep that going. So I'm looking for African Americans who might be interested in being chairman of the Cuyahoga County Democratic Party. Please get in touch with me, Charles E. Bibb Sr., chairman of the Ohio 8th House District Black Caucus, and my number is 216-659-4619. 659-4619 if you're interested in being chairman of the Cuyahoga Democratic Party. And we have formed a coalition. Our job is to try to find somebody during the month of April so that we can announce in May who came forward that might want to take the baton from Chantel Brown and keep it in the 11th Congressional District. Thank you. Reverend?
Yes, sir.
We're moving pretty good today,
Yes, sir.
and we're going to keep it moving.
Mhm.
Ms. Candace Jones, have we heard from Mr. Panicus yet?
I'm right here, Mr. Bill.
Awesome. I should have known Detroit would be in the house. I can't wait for this weekend. Detroit is in the house. And Reverend, just
Yes,
read
sir.
the top of that flyer I just gave you. I like the sound of it.
All right. The
Start
mid
from the top. Start from the top.
Top Gun, Midwest, Two City Takedown. Guest speaker, global expansion leader, and multi-million-dollar earner, Mr. Robert Dean Jr.
Of Atlanta, Georgia.
of Atlanta, Georgia.
Now I'm going to also add Mr. James Panicus of Detroit, Michigan.
All right.
I can't believe they both going to be here Saturday.
Yes, sir.
And Reverend Fair going to be there with some guests.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to steal part of your show,
Yes, sir.
Mr. James Panicus, on purpose. But now I give the show all over to you. It's all yours, Mr. James Panicus of Detroit, Michigan. Top gun person coming out of Michigan.
Well, it is going to be something else. I will be in the house this weekend, this Saturday, along with my business partner, the $50 million man, Mr. Robert Louis Dean Jr. You know, it's rare that we have a 55-year-old African-American gentleman that has made over $50 million and has helped countless numbers of people. He's helped over 50 people make $1 million themselves, helped over hundreds of people make six figures themselves, you know, and then help thousands of people get out of debt and get the things that they're looking for. So he's coming to Cleveland to actually share wealth principles this weekend and help and share health principles this weekend. See, what we're doing is we're actually going to start our campaign, Now We Know. And Now We Know is going to be a microbiome campaign to let people know about gut health. And what we have is we have two things just to show everybody. And what this is the new Noni Next Level, because Noni was a multi-billion-dollar brand that came out several years ago. But what it got relaunched starting this February, and now it partnered up with something, the microbiome industry dealing with gut health. And now it is about to be the biggest thing in the health industry, and the opportunity for the average everyday person to be able to get in front of something that is going to be bigger than the tea thing that ever hit, bigger than what we made the Noni industry before, bigger than anything that people ever saw in the marketing industry, but allowing people to be able to get in front of and change their life. So we are coming near Cleveland this weekend to show people how to be able to come out of this pandemic and make an impact in their community themselves. So, Mr. Bill, I'm looking forward to partnering up with you. Mr. Dean is looking forward to partnering up with you. And we are going to make it happen this weekend. All right?
Okay, Mr. James Panicus, you can expect a call from me and Reverend Ben Fair about an hour or so after the show goes off the air, because I want to introduce him. He missed the first go round with the Noni, but I don't want him to miss this time. So just round it off, about 9 o'clock, look for a call coming out of Cleveland, Ohio, because we're going to have something big when you're here this weekend. And you and I talked earlier, and we're looking for you coming down to Cleveland again sometime right after Easter Sunday.
Hey, I'll just let you know, Mr. Reverend Fair, I tell you, we have some big-time pastors coming in. We just had a pastor and a big-time football player, Reverend Alfie Birch from Youngstown, Ohio, just came in. And I'm telling you, we're attracting a lot of people. We had some pastors come in down south. So the clergy is finding out, because they want to make sure that their clergy is healthy, but they also want to make sure that their clergy is coming out of this pandemic with some wealth too, because they want to impact them both ways. So I'm looking forward to talking to you both. So I'm going to turn it back over to you and see you this weekend, both of you gentlemen, and I'll see you at the top.
All right, thank you. Very good job, very good job. Is go right ahead, Miss Candace.
Our special guest, Judge Jameson, is with us now.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Would you introduce her, please?
Good evening. How are you?
Good evening, Judge.
Thank you,
Please,
Judge Jameson.
pleased to
Thank
have
you
you
for
on the
joining-
podcast. Go right ahead.
Thank you.
So, Judge Jameson, thank you for joining us today. And I know you have a wealth of information. I read a little bit of your bio to the listening audience, and you have so much background. So if you could just tell us, a little bit about yourself, tell us, the position that you're running for and why you're running.
Okay, thank you so much for the opportunity. I am Judge Terry Jameson. I am currently a judge on the 10th District Court of Appeals, which resides in Franklin County. We have statewide jurisdiction over appeals to the Ohio Court of Claims, which is where you would go to sue the state of Ohio. We also have jurisdiction over all appeals that are mandamus actions to the Bureau of Workers' Compensation. A mandamus action is an action that you would file to have a governmental agency perform an act or to stop them from performing an act. And we do all of the mandamus claims appeals for workers' compensation. We also cover all appeals for the Franklin County trial courts and any administrative agencies out of Franklin County. I began my career as a coal miner. I'm a third generation coal miner from West Virginia, and I moved to Ohio in 1983 when the economy declined. I've owned and operated an insurance agency for 15 years prior to going to law school, and I graduated from Capital University Law School. I had 8 years of private practice where I represented individuals in criminal, domestic, juvenile, and probate cases. And I've also been a judge on the Court of Common Pleas in the Domestic Relations and Juvenile Court for 8.5 years. And I'm running for the Ohio Supreme Court. I'm running because I believe that democracy is at stake. And I know that I bring experience that other justices don't have, as I've been a public defender and represented indigent people, and I understand the impact of having an attorney and guaranteeing your constitutional rights in jury trials and trials before just a judge.
All right. Thank you, Judge. That is just awesome. Awesome. If you heard of any of the broadcasts, I have to work Saturday. Share with our audience what's happening in Cleveland this Saturday at 11:30.
At 11:30, I'll have a meet and greet at the SEIU building at 13,000 Shaker Boulevard from 11:30 to 1. If you would like to meet me, please come by and meet me. If you cannot come by, you can always look me up on my website, votejudgejameson.com, and we'd be happy to make contact with you. We will need volunteers. We need financial donations. We need everything that it takes to make a successful campaign. I believe I'm the right person for this at the time, and I am really excited about seeing the first Black woman justice on the United States Supreme Court, and I'd like to follow in her footsteps and go to the Ohio Supreme Court.
Thank you, Judge. I have two of my people that work with us on our podcast. They're going to have to come out to see you. One of them is Candace Jones, who just introduced you. She'll be there. And
Thank you so much.
And Mr. Mike Seals, who's a big labor union person, will be there. And I wanted to make sure that they make themselves known to you, because we will be working with you later. And we're going to have you on another podcast closer to the May 3rd. And I look forward to seeing you on your next trip to Cleveland. This won't be your last one, because we got
so true.
We got a lot of work to do. And Reverend Ben Fair?
Yes, sir.
Would you like to say anything to the judge?
I want to say, Judge, I want to say best wishes to you in your campaign. And I want to say that I think that you will be a great candidate for the Ohio Supreme Court.
Well, thank you, Reverend Bibbs, for the opportunity to be on with you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, okay. That was Reverend Ben Fair. Spell your name out there, Reverend Ben Fair?
Yes, that's Reverend Ben Fair. That's first name is B-N, and my last name is F-A-I-R.
Well, thank you, Reverend.
You're welcome.
And I'm Brother Charles E. Bibbs Sr. And since we're on the subject of churches, would you tell us a little bit about your church background?
Yes, sir. I've belonged to the same church for the last 39 years. It's Divine Kingdom Builders. We're located at 201 Wilson Avenue here in the city of Columbus, Ohio, on the Near East Side.
Very good, very good. Ms. Candace Jones?
Yes,
Would you like to say something to the judge before she leaves?
I would like to thank you, Judge, for joining us today. And can you repeat again, if someone wants to help you out with your campaign or find out more about you, how they go about doing that?
It's votejudgejameson.com.
Okay, thank you very much.
All
I
right.
look forward to meeting you Saturday.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
All right.
Thank
All
you.
right, very
Thank
good.
you.
Is Mr.
Mr.
Mike?
Bibb?
Yes. Go
We
right.
have Mike Seals in the joined us.
Who is he?
Mike Seals.
Mike Seals.
Mike Seals. Mike Seals, you got a wealth of information tonight. Would you step to the mic and explain to us which one of your operations you're going to explain first to us? But let me tell my listening audience who you are. This is Mike Seals of Ward 7, Cleveland, Ohio, who is the president of the Dynamite Ward 7 Democratic Club, one of the fastest moving clubs in Greater Cleveland. And he also is a candidate for state rep. He got him so upset in Columbus, they don't even have a map for him yet down there. So they're still trying to get him a map. So they had to take him out of the election for May 3rd. And Mike, you can tell us when is the next election date you think it might be that you might be on the ballot. And just the floor is all yours.
You're
Mike,
muted, Mike.
Mike Seals, are you in the
You're
house?
muted.
Sorry, thank you, Mr. Bibb. You're so kind, and to your listening audience. According to what I have heard and read, they're targeting a August 2nd primary election for the state representatives and the state senate races. That is not confirmed yet, but according to the director of the Board of Election in Cuyahoga County, that's the targeted date.
Thank you. Go right ahead. You could share the rest of your information with us.
Yeah, and I also wanted to shed some light on the congressional race here in Cuyahoga County. I attended the Board of Elections board meeting yesterday, and I was informed that the 11th congressional district is now changed to 7th congressional district. The number changed from 11 to 7. And according to the map that I acquired from the Board of Elections, they have taken the Akron out of the 7th or 11th congressional district as it sits now. And they've added West Side community of Lakewood. What I'd like to do for your listeners, Mr. Bibb, is share what city now sit in the 7th congressional district, which we are a part of. And that would be Beechwood, Bedford Heights, Bedford, Rattenall, Chagrin Falls,
You're breaking up a little bit,
Falls
Mike.
Township.
Hold it.
You were
Just,
breaking up a little bit in the beginning of the list. Can you start the
I'll
list
start
over?
over. Can you
yes. Start over, please.
hear me better now, Ms. Candace? Okay, very good. City of Beechwood, Bedford Heights, Rattenall, Chagrin Falls Township. All 17 wards in the city of Cleveland, Cleveland Heights, East Cleveland, Euclid, Garfield Heights, Gates Mills, Highland Heights, Highland Hills, Huntington Valley, Lakewood, Lyndhurst, Maple Heights, Mayfield Heights, Mayfield Village, Newburgh Heights, North Randall, Orange, Upper Pike, Richmond Heights, Shaker Heights, South Euclid. Then you also have University Heights, Warrensville Heights, Whitmere. That's what consists as of now in the 11th congressional district, changed to the 7th congressional district, according to the director of the Board of Elections,
Good job.
which consists of now 670 precincts total. And so that's pretty much my report, Mr. Bibb. Thanks for letting me share that with your listeners, because I'm sure a lot of the 11th changed to 7th congressional district, so now they know what area they are voting in.
Thank you very kindly. To make it clear that everyone understands, you're still in the 11th district for 2022. Starting in January, it'll
Yes.
be the 7th district. And if you
Yes.
live in one of the cities that Mr. Mike Seals read off, you'll be living there. The district now, 7 is all in Cuyahoga County, not going across the county into Summit County and the city of Akron. Good job on that. Thank you very kindly. And Reverend Ben.
Absolutely right. Thank you for letting me share, Mr. Bibb.
Okay, don't go anywhere. Just stick around. I'll be calling on you in a minute. Reverend Ben Fair has some additional information he's going to share with us also.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Bibb. On Monday, April 4th, 2022, Cuyahoga County Board of Elections Director Tony Paletti had a press conference stating early voting in Ohio begins Tuesday at 8 a.m. and Cuyahoga County residents who vote early in person at the Board of Election will use a different ballot than the normal ballot. It says, thanks to the Redistricting Commission failure to pass constitutional redistricting maps in a timely manner. Due to printing delays, voters who will show up in person starting Tuesday through week's end will receive a ballot that is a PDF printout of the normal ballot. Voters will each complete it, then secure it in an envelope and turn it in. Cuyahoga County Board of Elections Director Tony Paletti said, after the printers delivers the regular ballots expected later this week on either Thursday or Friday, the Board of Elections will transfer the votes from the PDF printout ballots onto a normal ballot in an existing protocol that the election board calls the bipartisan ballot remake policy, Paletti said. Only about 5,000 people have requested ballots to vote by mail in the early voting period in Cuyahoga County. The normal request is about 30,000. Cuyahoga County residents request mail ballots during a primary. So the voters in Cuyahoga County that's requesting a ballot is less than 20% of the normal requests at this time. Mr. Bibb?
All right. Thank you, Reverend Ben Fair.
Yes, sir.
That information. Mr. Seals, did you have anything else you want to add at this time about the election coming up May 3rd?
Actually, Mr. Bibb, you pretty much, Reverend Ben Fair pretty much accurately. I also attended that to it, is that on the first day of in-person voting, there were only 54 in-person votes. So I guess that would be a testimony as to how this is going.
Yeah, you're right on target.
You hear me?
Low, we heard you well. If you and Reverend Ben Fair will get together,
Okay, very good.
and I'm gonna want you to each Thursday from now to May 7th, May 3rd, give us the early vote count. Can you work on that? You two will get together.
I most certainly
Yes, sir.
can.
So do it as a Wednesday. That way your show will be right up. I'll put it there as a part of our report. And now I'll share with you Mike Seals. You can listen in on this. I called today for being fair to listen and us make history. I'll let him go first, and if he misses anything, I help him out. I called Mike Fields, not Mike Fields. Sorry about that, Mike. You was at work. I called Reverend Ben Fair to look at history being made in the Senate, United States Senate today. All 100 senators was there today. Would you share with our audience what happened today, Reverend Ben Fair?
Yes, sir, Mr. Bibb. What happened today is history was made. We had the first African American woman hit the gavel to announce that we're going to have the first African American Supreme Court justice candidate who was today rewarded that seat to the Supreme Court. So history was made, Mr. Bibbs.
Right. Now,
The vote was
Wait, no.
53 to 46.
go right ahead, Reverend. Tell them who was the person who hit the gavel.
Oh, the person that hit the African Americans the gavel was the Vice President, Kamala Harris. Yes.
Vice President of what?
Vice President of the United States.
All right, in the Senate. And
Yes.
share with the audience why she was heading the Senate today.
She was the head in the Senate because the Senate is it's a tie. You got 50 Republicans and 50 Democrats, and she is the tiebreaker. Just in case, if they had voted 50-50, she would be there to cast her vote for the Democrats and would allow them to vote, had a majority of votes. So that's why she was there, and she's the head person in charge, and that's why she was she's the chairman of the Senate today. She was the person that had the gavel in her hand.
Very good, very good. You did a very good job. That was history making all the way around.
Yes, sir.
First time we had a female vice president. The first time we had an African American female go to the top United States Supreme Court, and we just can't wait until she's seated.
Mm-hmm.
And for additional information to our audience, the seat is not vacant now because the one who's retired said he would not retire until they had a person in the seat, and so he made sure that she was in the seat before he retired. So it'll be a couple of months that before she takes the seat. All right.
That's it.
Anything you'd like to add, Mr. Mike Seals? Mr. Mike Seals, anything you'd like to add?
I'm sorry. No, sir, Mr. Bibb. Reverend Fair,
Okay.
he's doing a wonderful.
Okay, since you didn't have anything to add, are you a tell us what you're a candidate for?
I won't.
Okay, tell us what you're a candidate for this year.
Candidate for the House of. I am a candidate for the House of Representatives in the Ohio House District. I'm going to put a question right there because we don't know what district we are running in until the redistricting or the three panel just until it's decided where the lines are. And so basically, we're basically trying to find out which direction we're going. I'm also a candidate for formerly State Senate District 21. Like I said, we don't know what it'll be changed to be changed, and the demographics most likely will be changed. So we're just waiting on the powers that be
No,
to
no,
make that
we're not
decision.
waiting on the powers to be. We're waiting on the Ohio Supreme Court, and we're waiting for the three-panel federal court. And I'd like you and Reverend Fair to make us a report on what's happening in Columbus next Thursday on both courts. Would you do that for us, please?
I most certainly will, because I'm watching them. I'm watching very closely, Mr. Bibb. So it would be my pleasure.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
You'll let our listening audience know what happened between this Thursday and next Thursday, well, next Wednesday, because Thursday we'll be on air. All right, thank you very kindly. All right, next order of business. Miss Candace Jones,
Yes,
I understand you have some signs available for people to pick up if they want to get them from you. Would you tell me
Yes.
about the candidate who's running for judge, whose signs you have?
yes. Retenio Rucker is a candidate running for juvenile court judge in the primary election that will be May 3rd. Early voting has already started. Would it be greatly appreciated if you would cast your votes for Retenio Rucker for juvenile court judge. We have started distributing yard signs throughout Cuyahoga County. So if you would like a sign in your area, please give me a call, 216-570-4738. And again, cast your vote for Retenio Rucker for juvenile court judge for the May 3rd primary, either early voting, vote by mail, or election day voting. Thank you very much.
Okay. Mr. Mike Seals? Mr. Mike Seals?
I'm right here, Mr. Bibb. How are you? Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Did you hear me tell the judge that you would be there Saturday? Or were you on the,
I did not hear that,
you not listen to the
Mr. Bibb,
podcast?
but you are absolutely right. I will,
No, I'll talk to the judge about you already.
well, as you said, very good, very good. I'm looking forward to meeting her Saturday.
Yeah, she's looking forward to meeting you also. And make sure you make an acquaintance. Let her know since you're going to be in Columbus, you and her at the same time. She'll be a judge and you'll be a state rep. Y'all go to lunch sometime.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
And Reverend Ben Fair,
Yes, sir.
it's been great this evening. And I think I'm going to do something that we haven't had before.
Yes, sir.
You can get ready in your phone and find people get ready, because you're going to take it on out.
All right.
All right. People get ready by Reverend Ben Fair. You're going to take BB and CC Wine, and they used to close when we was on the radio with Lord Lift Us Up Where We Belong. Now we're going to have you close us out with People Get Ready, because we're getting ready for next week. It's going to be big.
Yes, sir. All right. People get ready, for the train is coming. Don't need no baggage. You just get on board. All you need is faith to hear the diesel humming. Don't need no ticket. You just thank the Lord.
Thank you, Reverend, and good night, audience. We're all finished.